Hey guys, it's Courtney here with the bucket list video for my September Disney trip. So I'm going to break this down by park, and then within that give you the three types of things I'm excited for, I guess. The things I've done before that are either my absolute favorites or that I haven't done in a long time and I'm really excited to do again. The stuff that I have done that my family hasn't and I'm excited for them to see it, and the stuff that is brand new to me that I have never done before at Disney, which I think it's impressive that with as many times as I've been to Disney that there's still stuff that I have never done. So let's get started with this September bucket list. Now, before I get too far into this, when I reference the stuff that my family hasn't done, I'm specifically talking about my parents and my sister. So there will be 6 of us going, which is short of our usual 8. We're not taking my brothers this time. Sorry, Sean and Ryan. But it'll be me, my younger sister Caitlin, who has been in a video or two of mine before, my mom and stepdad, who were on the March 2017 trip with me, and they're in the January 2019 trip, which that footage will happen eventually, and then my grandparents. And Grandma is in the March 2018 trip, and I don't think Grandpa has been in any of my videos yet. So the stuff that I'm excited for my family to try is specifically my parents and my sister. Because, I mean, Grandma and Grandpa have a different Disney experience than the rest of us just because there's limited stuff that they can do, and they honestly prefer to just sit and people watch and shop. So let's start with the OG park with Magic Kingdom. Now, at Magic Kingdom, there's not actually anything new to me that I've never done that I know for a fact we're doing. So that category's out. For the stuff that I'm excited for my parents to try, there's 2 things in particular that come to mind. The first is Be Our Guest. Grandma and I have gone to Be Our Guest, and I think that footage was just a couple videos ago. And then Grandma took Grandpa on their last trip because Grandma loved to Be Our Guest. But my parents and my sister have never seen it, or never been in there. And while the food is, you know, it's average, with the exception of the gray stuff, it is delicious. I'm really excited for them to get to see the inside of Be Our Guest. I sent my mom pictures when Grandma and I went, but pictures don't really do it justice. And of course, trying the gray stuff. Those lines in the song Be Our Guest, we quote them all the time. Anytime somebody says, you know, try this, it's delicious, or, you know, here, go ahead, try this, you know, you'll like it, referencing food, somebody else eventually, inevitably finishes that quote. Like, we've gone round table before, like, my stepdad told my brother, here, try this, and I responded, it's delicious, and my sister goes, don't believe me, and Mom said, ask the dishes. So, that line is one that comes up frequently in our daily lives, so I'm really excited for them to get to try the great stuff. The other thing that I'm excited for them to get to see is Happily Ever After. Now, I have seen Happily Ever After, and I love Happily Ever After. I think it's an incredible show, and I'm sure I've said this before, I'm not a huge fireworks fan. So for me, what I love about Happily Ever After is the projections. Specifically the projections from the song Out There from Hunchback of Notre Dame. I think that's just incredible, and I'm really excited for them to get to see it and to see what they think, see if they love it as much as I do. Now, for the stuff that are either favorites or oldies that were coming back, the lesser of those 2 is definitely Splash Mountain. I know, an oldie, Splash Mountain, that I haven't done in a while. I have not ridden Splash Mountain in years because I don't like getting wet. What can I say? I got old. But I respect that it is Central Florida in early September, and it's gonna be hot, and it's gonna be humid, and it's gonna be rainy, especially since Dorian's coming. Thanks, Florida. But I made us a fast pass for it, so Splash Mountain's happening. But the thing that I'm most excited about for at Magic Kingdom, and one of the reasons why we are doing this trip, when we are doing it, is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I've been to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in the past. I'll insert a picture right here that my grandma sent me not too long ago of me, my mom, and my grandma in 2000 when I was 6. It was almost 20 years ago. So, needless to say, it has been a long time since I've gone to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. We went when I was little, but then I hit the age where you can't exactly pull your child out of school for a week to go to Disney. So, we have not been in a long time. And I knew, just back when this trip was just an idea, that I wanted to dress up. And so, I kind of put off thinking about who was going to dress up until this last month. And things are coming into place. I decided that I wasn't going to do like an actual costume. I was going to do a Disney Bound. And Descendants 3 premiered this month, and I am a huge Descendants fan. And so we're doing a Descendants aesthetic Disney Bound. So leather, ripped clothing. And I wanted to do one of the OG villains, so I sent my sister a list. Said, here's my list of villains. Tell me who I should be for Halloween, for the Halloween party. And she picked Gaston, which I love Gaston. He's one of my favorite characters to meet. Hell, he's one of my favorite villains. So I'm really excited to get to dress up as Gaston and probably go see if I can get a meet and greet with him. And so in the intro video, I hinted about a bonus video. That bonus video will be my Halloween costume, because there are some pieces that I bought, some pieces I already had, and some pieces that I'm going to DIY to make it a Descendants aesthetic Gaston Disney Bound. So let's move along to Epcot. At Epcot, there's nothing that I've done that my parents haven't done. We go to Epcot a lot. It's my mom's favorite park, and staying at the boardwalk, it's right there. So I guess there's nothing in that category. There's nothing there that it's been a while since I've done that we're doing again. But we are going to the Garden Grill, which is my favorite table service restaurant. So I am excited about getting to go to my Garden Grill. But I really think the thing that I'm most excited about for Epcot is new to me, or at least if I have done it, it was long enough ago that I don't remember, and I wasn't able to appreciate it properly. And the other reason why we were going when we were going, and that is the Food and Wine Festival. I was a very picky eater as a child. I'm partially recovered. I guess there's still a lot of things that I'm like, I could eat that if I didn't know it was in it. So I'm really excited to try some of the food, some of the alcohol, because I am old, I can do that. So that is the big thing for Epcot, is the Food and Wine Festival. And since I'm going in order of when these parks opened, that means next is Hollywood Studios. Now, I'm sure we all know what the big thing is at Hollywood Studios, and that's Galaxy's Edge. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I'm getting in there once, so that's just a given. But I'm also really excited for Toy Story Land, because I haven't seen Toy Story Land yet. So that's what we're here for, Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land. We've got our Fast Pass for Slinky Dog, and since we're staying at the boardwalk and it's within walking distance of Hollywood Studios, we should be able to get there bright and early one morning just to hit that 6 a.m. extra magic hours and go to Galaxy's Edge. I just need to do it once. And then of course, you know, the classics. We love Indiana Jones, Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster. But Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land are the big ones. And finally, Animal Kingdom. For Animal Kingdom, no old favorites reoccurring. I am excited for my parents to get to try Flight of Passage. They have not been on it. I have. It is awesome. I'm sure you all know that by now. But that's the big one, is Flight of Passage, and we're going to try to see Pandora at night. I've never seen it at night. I want to see the bioluminescent. But the thing that I'm most excited for at Animal Kingdom, and this is actually a really new development, like, this just was posed as a question like a week ago by my stepdad. He asked me if I would be interested in doing the Wild Africa Trek, which is the 3-hour behind the scenes tour of Kilimanjaro Safaris. And of course I said yes. So he booked it. So the 4 of us, not Grandma and Grandpa, are doing the Wild Africa Trek, the 3-hour behind the scenes safari tour. And I am super excited for that. It's gonna be so cool. I cannot wait to take you guys along with me for that. You are allowed to have cameras as long as it can strap to your safety vest, and my camera case has a little carabiner, so I can definitely strap it to a safety harness. There are some requirements to that. You have to be at least 8 years old. You can't be over 300 pounds because you have to fit is the safety harness. You have to be able to walk for long periods of time. So it's got some requirements that you definitely should look up if you're interested in it. We are going at 2:30, and unfortunately that means it's going to be the hottest part of the day, so the animals might not be very active, but the 2:30 one had DVC and pass holder discounts. I do not know how much the discount was because I didn't order it. I don't know if there's any difference between the pass holder and DVC discount there, but the morning treks did not have the discount. Something to keep in mind. You also get food, free food. They asked about food allergies. And that's all I know so far. I will probably do a recap video of what I thought when we're done with it. So keep an eye out for that. But those are the highlights, the things that I am really looking forward to about this Disney trip. I mean, obviously, just going to Disney is going to be a highlight. Getting to see my family. I mean, I live all the way on the other side of the country from them, so we only get to like talk over FaceTime. Yeah, those are the things that I'm really excited for. If you have any questions about the things I'm doing, or if you have anything specific that you want me to talk about when I get back about the Halloween party or the Wild Africa Trek, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will definitely get back to them as soon as possible. I'm going to try to get this one, the packing video, and the Halloween costume video out before I go. I'm probably going to post kind of every other day because I leave a week from tomorrow as of filming. Not a week from tomorrow as of when this goes up. And yeah, that is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next one, which will probably be the DIY, although I will probably film some of the packing first. We'll see what happens. As for right now, I have a Burger King Twix pie and Descendants 2 calling my name. Catch you later, guys.